Okay, so technically, this is actually the pre-lift grocery trip, since I kind of had a bit of a, let's just call it a miscalculation in terms of my day schedule. So this is just whatever. But, I've been gone for the whole weekend. A lot of my, well, for one thing, I just haven't gone to the grocery for a while, but a lot of my food is already, bad. I gotta replenish. I gotta fill up the kitchen. The last thing I want to do is be strapped for food at 11 p.m. at night, not hit my, calorie surplus, wake up lighter the next day. The name of the game with bulking is calorie intake. So as much as I can do to make sure that I get as much food as possible into my system at the end of every day on a consistent basis, the better. That's what's really going to be setting me up for long-term growth, long-term success. So I feel like this is always the start of my freaking grocery trips. Fucking milk aisle. Personally, I kind of, I'm not going to say I'm not lactose intolerant, but I can tolerate, whatever gallons upon gallons of milk does to me. So I guess I am lactose tolerable. But not only am I going to drink the whole milk, that's usually getting mixed in with cereal, or if I want to do a shake, if you add milk, that's just an easy 500 calories. Because what, it's 240 per cup? Oh shit. 150 per cup. Okay, well, an easy 300 extra calories. I think anybody can drink 2 cups of milk. You could do that in a second just because you're thirsty. And that'll counteract the 300 calories of daily cardio, at least, which you should be doing per day. Obviously, I need to get myself a little treat as well. So that pretty much covers the dairy consumption. Well, I don't know, actually not totally. As we're walking over here, we're headed towards where I always pick up a couple of bagels and cream cheese. I'm not going to say it tastes awesome. Actually, let's backtrack a little bit. I kind of want a thing of lemonade for the workout. Oh yeah, here we go. This will be nice. I'm sure by the time the lift is over, that should be empty. But no, I do kind of a absurd amount of cream cheese in the bagels. So, one bagel with some cream cheese, that can add up to 600 calories. That is not nothing. That is not nothing for sure. So, all right. Last pack of blueberry, perfect. And then actually, no, I've got cream cheese at home. I don't need any of that. You thought I would miss this? You fucking crazy? Oh, okay, well. I guess it is the Christmas season, but whatever. Honestly, that's pretty much starting to cover most of my treats. Now, I'm gonna have to head over, get some beef and whatnot, but I need some electrolyte mix as well. Honestly, I've been slacking when it comes to my hydration. I need to get back on my routine of right in the morning having not a gallon, but a half a gallon worth of, some kind of electrolyte mix plus some aminos. The Hostile Silo 9, or I do love getting some, just random electrolyte packs. I'll kind of get a couple different varieties, but always a good addition. So let's just head over to the deli and see what kind of meats they have. I'll probably stop and get some other kind of sweets too, but I don't know, maybe not. I've already got a ton of rice, instant rice packets at home, so I'm pretty much covered when it comes to carb sources. All I need now is protein though. My little the little drawer where I keep all my ground beef and steaks and stuff, it is empty. And I've got nothing wrong with eggs and protein powder, some Hostile ISO H1, but I've been doing primarily red meats for a while, and I really do feel like I can feel a difference. Be it the, high amounts of iron, or the animal fats and the cholesterol and whatever else. Just something about it I really do like. So let's see if I can fit my way in over there. You know, so there's a ton of pork and chicken, whatever else. I don't know. I don't love the pork just because, well, I don't know, maybe just because I've never bought it. But chicken, I have been hearing murmurs that prepping it in the sous vide is fucking sweet. Because then you can have like 5 pounds of chicken pretty much just done like that. You know, you won't even have to finish it on the in the stove or on the grill. I mean, there we go. About 2 pounds of ground beef should do the trick. Plus, when I'm bulking, I definitely tend to grab ribeyes more often, but they're almost a little bit too fatty. Like it gets a little bit, it's almost a little bit too much. Like I do like them, so I'll still grab one, but I think I want a little bit of a leaner meat or a leaner cut just because it would kind of go down easier. Yeah. Top sirloin ought to do the trick. I think I'll get one more. I would love to find a flank steak right now if there is one. Yeah, fuck it. One more ribeye. So we're nearly done now. Let's head over to the bakery. Because one thing I've kind of been doing is a little bit of a side dish. Whoops. Is I've been loving cut up baguettes with olive oil and salt and red peppers. I mean, I can just sit there and eat half a baguette with like 40 grams of olive oil, like nothing, you know. And that's, let me do the math. Freaking 300 calories of carbs plus, yeah, that's like 600 calories. You know, when it comes to food, I mean, I think you guys need to take a step back and kind of understand that like chicken or rice or sandwiches or hamburgers or fucking treats and sweets and ice cream. Actually, that reminds me to go back and get some ice cream. You know, at the end of the day, that is all food. You know, the carbs, fats, and proteins. So there's nothing inherently special about any of them. You know, in a bulking context, if you want to gain weight, obviously it's probably going to be in your best interest in a muscle building context to get your gram per pound of protein in with high quality sources of protein. I will say that I'm much more picky with my protein sources than I am with anything else. You know, I want some proteins that are high up on the, you know, whatever they call it, protein grading scale. You know, milks, eggs, meats, fish, chicken, stuff like that. But when it comes to sweets and whatever else, I'm a little bit less picky. You know, I don't mind a whole tub of ice cream or like a ton of Gatorade or, you know, whatever, because that's all just, you know, carbs and fats. And then in a dieting context, you just gotta eat less, you know. And this is, I guess I do realize it, but it's still hard for me to grasp how disconnected people are from that reality. You know, like if you're not losing body fat and you think you're on a diet, it doesn't mean that you're a 1 in a fucking trillion outlier and dieting doesn't work for you. It just means that you're eating too many calories, and that's not fun. You know, it's not fun to diet down. It's hard. Your body is literally telling you, okay, you got to eat more food. You're fucking hungry. That's where some mental toughness is going to come into play. But same thing if you can't gain weight. You know, it's not because you're a total genetic outlier. It's really just you're not eating enough food. And I don't care how much food you say you're eating. If the scale isn't changing, then obviously it's just not enough. You know? So if you want to get big on chicken and rice and broccoli and that's your deal, do it. Badass. But really, any way that you can change the scale, be it fucking, you know, ice cream and sweets or fucking candies, or like a protein shake with 8 Reese's cups and blended in with 3 cups of whole milk. You know, if you can get enough calories in to gain weight, then I think you just got to do what you got to do. So that's the main point I'm trying to make there. You know, whatever diet that you got to stick to, assuming you actually follow the calories in, calorie out logic, you know, whatever works for you, shit, man, spam it, right? That's the whole point. If it works, it works. But by that same logic, if it doesn't, it doesn't. And you got to change something up. But I assume that that was a pretty badass pump. But for me, I got to go back home, unload all this shit, take my pre, and then get in the car to go see it. So I guess let's just cut to me in the future talking about how that actual lift went.